Good morning, everybody. Let me just make sure that everything's okay. Bring this up slightly, I think. Just wait for my feed to catch up, and I can check that. Just not doing. Come on, you know you can. There we go. Okay, I think that's all right. Good evening, Wendy. How are you? Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yeah, looks good for me, Michael.
Only problem is I'm not getting any comments come up.
You know, they're coming. Joel's in the house.
Hi, Joe. Come on, Facebook, don't be annoying. Oh, here we go. Fingers crossed. Excellent, Wendy. Yes, thank you, Wendy. Well, yeah.
You see comments? No?
Yeah, we're showing that. All right, let me just share this to the page, to the group, rather. Okay. Like that. There we go. It's all shared to the group. Had to be clean. Oh, Joe, you are funny.
You're very funny, that
Good
dog.
morning, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
It is one of those awkward things, isn't it? CAS, that's why I thought I'd touch on it. So,
Andrew, how's Scotland?
Good morning, Andreen. Sorry I missed you there. How could I do that? Good grief.
How dare you?
Of all people. Yep, I'm gonna take a look at what I've used for the cards, and then I'm gonna put together this one and this one. A lot of it's already prepped because I know everyone's extremely busy at the moment. Hi, Bev. Oh, 41, good grief. Good morning, Jane.
What's 41?
The weather.
Where's Bev?
Australia.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Bev.
Wowzers.
Oh, my God. Are you going to have a Barbie at Christmas then, Bev?
Gosh. Okay. Just give it a little bit longer. Make sure we get everyone here. Hi, Julie. Hang up, Brian.
Hey up, Donna. Oh, I've got to behave myself.
Good
Horses watching.
grief. I don't do hot weather very well. Oh, thank you, Julie. Good morning, Gail.
That'd be you on a Christmas day if it was hot.
Yeah, that'd be my face, definitely. Be flat out somewhere. Ooh. Bev, you must be made of strong stuff.
Oh my God, Bev.
Wow.
If you ever want to escape, Bev, you can come home to us.
Where it's just mild and damp, really. Don't think I've ever seen a white Christmas.
No.
Funny, isn't it? The things that...
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Much prefer spring and autumn. Anyway, it's enough about the weather, being really British there, aren't I? So, this is Technique Tuesday 37. And it's all about CAS cards because I've completely covered up my calendar now. We're going to have a little CAS card swap in January. I think it's around the 18th. And I just thought I'd cover this and go over a few things so that no one's too scared if they feel uncomfortable with white space. There's absolutely no need to be. And I was looking for a, it wouldn't be the same, would it, Bear Salad? Hi Wendy, that's fine, no problem. What was the same? No idea. So yeah, looking at these CAS cards, and I was looking for a kind of a definition of what a CAS card is, which is hard to pin down. And I saw on Craft Stash that CAS is literally the abbreviation of clean and simple. The emphasis is on minimalism and efficient use of space. The space is typically white that can be a single colour. So if too much white is a bit scary, then you can go with another colour, as long as it's minimal, basically. So it's the minimalist movement of the craft world.
Say that again.
I'd rather not. Okay, so there's no materials list or instructions today going on the group because it's pretty self-explanatory. You can use what you like. I've just got a few layouts here. I'll pop some pictures on later, which you can go for. As I said, we're going to go take a look at the different cards here and then make that one and that one. I'll just explain as I go. Of course, we've got two Queens of CAS in our Julie Hickey crew. Julie being one of them, and Marion Emberson, of course, who is amazing with CAS cards. So this I've kept to a Christmas theme just because it is this close to Christmas, and I thought it'd be nice. But of course, you can do whatever you like. Okay, so I'll bring this one up a bit higher so you can see. Thank you, Donna. I think Joe's being naughty today. That away. Come on, Facebook, keep up. That's it. Okay, pop that back down again. Okay, so for this one, I use the square Dinky Dies, this little one here, and Hazel's square medley for the rest of that there, and for the plain white frame around the edge. Thank you, Andrew. I got the sentiment from Julie's Christmas Baubles stamp set, if you have that one. And the glossies are from Ocean Stars. Hi, Vaughn. Oh, Julie. You pick something and we'll make you queen of it. It's fine. We'll pick something for you. But you are. You initially got me into trying CAS cards, so yeah, you can be queen of it.
It's Julie's fault. She's got a lot to blame for that, Julie.
I used Distress Oxides to add the colour, so I used Bundled Sage, lumberjack plaid and festive berries. So to get the background, I cut 2 of the main frames out, randomly coloured it, made a frame with the outer and the inner die, cut it out of the coloured and plain white. So the white empty frame went on top here, and I just filled the squares in with the different colours. So that's card number 1. You could do this with the circles as well, that would look really nice. Card number 2, bring this up a little bit. And that forward a little bit. Thank you, Julie. There we go. So this is really, really pale and interesting. So what I don't know if you can see or not, but I've got a white mat underneath here. And then the top mat is onto cardboard to give it some depth. Hi Catherine. Thank you, Wendy. Yes, exactly. I love the vertical sentiments. Good morning, Elizabeth. Oh, you haven't even started mine yet. Happy Christmas to you too. Definitely Kaz card for this one, Andrew. You never know, Bev, you might find a new crafting obsession. And I've added in the dry embossed frame with the scoreboard and a small ball tool. It would do, Julie, yes. And then all I've done, just over on this side where I wanted to pop the flower, added some ink. It was, let me just check, I'm sure it was it tumbled glass with some acetate and water, and just dabbed that on gently. Let that dry, stenciled using the same colour, some of the stars from backgrounds to stencil, and then die cut 3 layers of the poinsettia, and then just the one of the fine line version in the middle with the vertical sentiment down the end. So I used the poinsettia dies for this one, if you have those, the vertical Christmas sentiments, the backgrounds to stencil, and it was the tumbled glass distress oxide. But again, this could work for anything really, and I usually try and keep things going in a vertical with designs. Thank you. Okay, card number 3 opens in a tent fold, and just to make it slightly different, I just used a corner punch on one of the edges there. You could do it on both if you like, or top and bottom, or opposites, just to give it something different. And I used the classic Christmas sentiments, if you have that one, to stamp 3 lines of Merry Christmas just down towards the bottom of the card. You'll often find Kaz cards will have a lead into a focal point at the bottom or the top, or to the left or to the right. I used Hazel's Circle Medley dies to cut those out, used Emma's Christmas Elements to pop some little stamps in, coloured those with watercolour pens. That's great, Yvonne. They're cute, aren't they, Julie? I love these. And then just finished off with the glossy dots, which were from Cotton Candy, if you got those. So yeah, that's the other one. Just a bit of added little pop of colour down the bottom there. And then we've got the last two, so we'll make this one first and then this one. And then if you all want to have a think with this one, I'm going to ask for you to pick the colours you would like me to colour these in. So this is reds and turquoise and pinks, but yeah, if you give me some ideas of what colours you'd like me to use, I shall do that. Okay, so let's get started on this one. Let's bring these pieces over. It would, wouldn't it, Julie? So I've used 15 by 15 for all my card blanks. Kind green. The embossed matte. Good morning, Caroline. Was actually from a freebie from a magazine, which I've had forever, but I thought it's really nice to have that little bit of texture added into purple dark to light. Okay, that's a good idea. So this one measures 14 centimeters. We've got pastels and teals. Okay, Bev, we'll see what comes out on top. So this will then obviously have a ½ centimetre gap all around the edge. I think I'll do it that way this time, just to be different. So I've got that on a piece of cardboard, so it's literally just cut a little bit smaller than I need it to be, and that will just lift that off and give it a little bit more extra dimension. Just put those to one side. I went ahead and die cut 3 hexagons. So these are from the Dinky Hexagon dies. And to stamp them, I'm going to stamp them first. No, I'm not. I'm going to ink them first. You also get the frame with this one. Hang on to that. You'll need it when you're lining your stamp up and the waist. That was what I was saying. And I am using the Blooming Delightful stamp set, which is gorgeous. I love this one. We're going to use this stamp at the bottom. So it's got a lot of little details in there as well. Okay, so let's get our ink on here first. I'm going to stick with the same colours here. I'm going to have them going that way. So let's do the green first, I think. So I'm going to use a foam pad. And I'm going to be using Bundled Sage and Rustic Wilderness. I want something that's quite light and then again quite dark, so you get a nice contrast going through. Okay, and this is what I use to keep mine in, so some of them keep falling off where they get damp. So let's bring that round. So it's much the same as you've seen other people doing with their sponge applicators. A4 piece in half with their little gusset down the middle there. But because I didn't want the inks to run too much into the card, all I've done is I've stuck some acetate on this side so it doesn't seep through so much. The only thing is, I wish I'd done it on this side as well, because obviously they do come through from underneath. But yeah, if I was going to do them again, I would definitely do that. Okay. Oh, have you been made to wait, Donna? So I'm going to go with the lighter one first. Come down the middle. go to Rustic Wilderness, which is a gorgeous colour. You could use a brush for this if you want to, or a mini pad. I had one of those lightning bolt moments, Julie. I should be doing, of course. Just using a spare piece of paper to hold on to that so I don't get my mucky paw prints in it. I'm in there. Won't need the dark one anymore, and I'll go back over with the light sponge to make sure we're all nicely blended. Back in. Hope you can see that okay. Bet it is. They've been hidden from you. There we go. And that around. Just keep blending until you're happy. This one just looks like the light has hit it down the middle there. The green's done. And then the first one, I wasn't really very happy with the colour change on it, so I'm going to go with picked raspberry and lumberjack plaid, and hopefully that will show a lot more nicely. Picked raspberry. Do these first, and these two will be the same, so we can do these together. It's quite old, this ink pad, that's the only problem. One. And next one. Make sure we've got enough ink on. Put that to one side. The lumberjack plaid. This is gorgeous. This colour, as you can see on this one, it has come through from the front side. So if you did want to try this, I would definitely pop acetate on both sides. Then you could use sticky labels to add in the names of the inks. Side. Love red and pink together. That down each side. It's going to show up a lot better. To the picked raspberry, blend that through the middle, and sometimes I keep some spare pads just for blending between two colours. If you don't want to be adding any more ink, so it becomes a bit more like your blending pens. Ink's a very forgiving medium to work with. Okay, so that's those done. Tidy up. Give my mat and my fingers a little clean. You can bet I get that everywhere. Little inky fingerprints over everything. Now, in an ideal world, straight again, we would let that to completely dry. But if you are strapped for time, we'll just go over twice with our VersaFine Clair Nocturne, or whatever your favourite black ink is. Okay, so like we've done with lining up other stamps, I'm going to stamp it on to the paper in the platform first. Doesn't particularly matter where, just find the best position for you. You could of course go in with a darker ink, not necessarily black if that's too harsh. You could go for a red over a red and a dark green over the green, or whatever colours you're using. Stamp that out. Perfect. Then we want the inner part from where we've cut out. So I'm going to line frame up first, just like we always do. Hold that in place. Pop this back in again. And we can check we've got it okay. Yep, that looks fine. And then that, putting that frame back in again, is going to hold the actual die cut in. Oh, well done, Yvonne. It's brilliant when that happens. It's like when we did our craft room out, I found some things that have been missing for years. Pop that in. Re-ink the stamp. Especially if they're little stamps or little dies. Okay, give that time to soak in. Let's see how we go. Put that back in there. That's it. There we go. Bring that up. I'm sorry when there's gaps, it's just from when I'm doing things to when I see it on screen, it takes a long time. So I have to wait for things to catch up for me to move the object in the right place. There we go. So that'll be one. Let's do the next one. In there, bit more ink. I'll After this one, I'll give the stamp a little wipe because we don't want to transfer any of the oxide colour onto the next stamp. I'm not sure if Julie found her Christmas die.
So I'll find it after Christmas.
She will, yeah, definitely. Back again, 'cause they always stick a little bit, don't they? Yeah. So, next one. A little wash over. Keep losing the cloth. Make sure that's all dried off okay, and we'll put our green one in. This is the same idea as I did with the samples for Blooming Collection, except I used rainbow colours across. Okay. That's our green one. And again, I'm just waiting for it to catch up. Come on, Facebook, you can do it.
Facebook,
Joe,
Facebook is playing right up today.
All I'm going to do is when we want it on, so it looks different to the other two, put it the other way up, which I shall show you. Let's put these bits out the way. Give this another good wipe off. Always a good idea if you've been stamping with distress inks or stamping onto distress ink, to give things a nice rub and wash or wipe over, because anything you then add on top of that, as they're water reactive, will start it off again. Put that back there. Yeah, there is obviously a place where all the lost craft items go. I don't know if anyone's read The Christmas Pig, but that comes to mind.
Thanks, Steph. I've got a nice picture in there now.
It does, doesn't it? It makes all the difference to what the ink you've added on. Okay, so we're going to lay these out first. So those will be like that. And I'll just turn this the other way round.
Get better, Catherine.
Oh dear, Catherine. Oh, keeping everything crossed. Okay, so I'm literally going to have them touching the top, just to get my positioning right. So we're central. I can wiggle that across that way a little bit. Trim the ends, so once these two are in place, I know that I can stick that one down. Get my glue. Oh, has she? They just do, don't they? Oh, thank you. A little pop of glue on there.
Julie, can we have a triangle stamp set, please?
He will not shut up about the triangle stamp set. Little pairs of hands. Sure, it's right to the top there. down in a moment. Then I'll pop some card over the top and pop some pressure over it, as they're freshly stamped. We don't want to do it too much.
Julie knows the answer. Don't look for it, then you'll find it.
Yeah, absolutely. Of all the ones to go missing.
Oh,
Right.
ha. Phillipa Lewis, in your face. Julie, do some research.
Aha. Brian's triangle.
Julie, is this a good idea? Because things are going missing. And as long as it's not a Bermuda triangle, Julie.
The Bermuda triangle, yeah. Right. Make sure they're sticky stuck. Using a piece of paper, otherwise there will be ink everywhere, which is not good. It's just little bits coming over the edge there, which is fine. Just snip those away, you don't notice those at all.
Funny, I can't reply to comments.
I had that the other day. I couldn't reply to comments. It was really annoying. I don't know if Facebook have got the knock, because a lot of people use YouTube. Right, let's get this stuck on here. Lovely cardboard, which this time of year we will all have loads of.
Yeah, how many did we took out? Oh, that's so bad.
Well, we had to have a new sofa and chair.
And you should have seen the size of the
cardboard.
Julie.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Brian actually got into the sofa one. Been waiting ages to get it. The other furniture was literally down to the floor, and the seat was. It was terrible.
No, she doesn't, Julie. That's his answer to your question. Well, you crap yourself a little
It's
bit.
tidily.
No.
It's probably more around me, but I'm trying to keep the area clear. Probably, no. I mean, you haven't seen all around me. It's when we start doing things like splats. That's interesting. When I used to be on the other side of the room, it wasn't too bad, because it was in the corner by the wall. Make sure that's open in the right way. So it didn't really matter so much.
Hey, no sneaking over here to do splattering.
I'm going to have to, one of those cardboard boxes would have been ideal.
Yes, the big sofa one. Then you can
This
get in
one
it and
here.
splatter to your heart's
Down. Done,
Just go in my box.
That's fine, Jax, no problem. Okay, and just give that a smooth from the inside. Make sure we're all stuck.
Oh.
Probably.
If you only knew, Julie.
Yes, honestly, it's been years. Okay, so I've got the little bits cut out from Hazel's Christmas sentiments.
Did you see that comment by Joe? No.
Yes, the cat.
Joe, it's on yours.
No, I didn't. We're all trying to get so many things done.
Sorry, Wendy, no.
Now, shall I keep it like that, or have it like that? Because it really doesn't matter.
She was going to send me to you, Wendy.
We'll have it that way this time. I've got my little dots there. glue on these. Take some of that off there. Oh, Yvonne, that's a very good idea. So what I'm trying to do is place it so there's the gap there and the gap there are more or less the same. And we've got this nice amount of space in between. Of course, we're going onto an uneven surface as well, so just make sure there's enough glue.
Sorry, you wouldn't need so.
There's just something about embossed backgrounds, isn't there, Julie?
Mm.
I'm really into them at the moment. Okay, get the little dots on. One there. Let me get my sticky picker upper. If I can find it. Which is brilliant for this. Taking off the sticky, it's already on. Come on, don't let me down. One there, and one there.
I think this sticky picker up and needs washing again.
It probably does. What was I using it for the other day?
Picking your nose?
Got it. No. Boys. Take the glue off my hand. We'll just add in some pretty little glosses. So I've got the winter berries. Pick a nice deep colour to match with the lumberjack plaid. We'll go for a large one. Just going to pop it in the middle of that flower there. So, and for the green, I'm going to use nice muted colour from the earth tones. It will be down there because we turned in the other way up. Contrasting colours. So we've got our focal feature, our sentiment, and surrounding space. So that's our version of that one. There we go. Put those two together. There we go. Bring this one up again. So you can see the colours and the details.
Oh,
Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Donna. It is great. It is lovely. It makes such a difference if you've ink blended onto anything and then stamp on top of it. Thank you. Yes, brilliant for birthdays. All sorts of different occasions. Okay, so let's move on to card 5. I'm going to have lots of cards ready for next year now. Okay, so for card 5, I've used the Blooming Bouquet stamp. Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you. And Hazel's Wonderful Christmas stamp set, if you have that in your stash for the sentiment there. Literally, again, 15 by 15 or 6 by 6 card blank. black matte this time, just to give it some definition, which is 14.3 centimetres, because I wanted quite a small thin border. Thank you, Catherine. And this is 14 by 14 centimetres. So all I did was place it on my mat, line up where 5 centimetres was, put a strip of some low tack masking tape or whatever you've got, pop that across there, put it in to my stamp platform upside down, found where I wanted the design to go so it fills as much of this space as possible, stamped it, took the masking tape away, and you're left with your 5 centimetre design at the bottom there, and just follow the lines on the grids to place the sentiment. It would be lovely left black and white, definitely.
Don't have to do no colouring. Card done.
Well, I think we had a few suggestions, didn't we, for colours? So, let's bring in my bit there. Bring over my pens, excuse me. So we'll go for some nice purples. We'll go purples and teals. That one and that one. Maybe just try a few out and see how they look before we commit. We got here turquoise and marine. That will look pretty. I think that's what I used before.
Do you think my girl's got enough pens, ladies?
No. No, I always do. I mean, I've been using these Pro markers for years, but I always do this still, just to check the colours. Like a comfort blanket, isn't it? Yeah, be fine with those. Let's move these to one side. I'll do the leaves first, because Joe and I like leaves, don't we, Joe? You can never have enough pens. You're quite right, Wendy. Absolutely right. So, going with the darker first. Doesn't really matter. If you wanted to, you could reapply some masking tape. It doesn't really matter at all. Oh, I love them, Jane. They're brilliant, aren't they? We're not going to do any fancy colouring whatsoever. We're not going to worry about shading. We're going to keep it very graphic. Nice, solid colours. Nice and bright and cheerful. They're Pro markers, Yvonne. They are still, yeah, Winsor and Newton, because I know they changed company at one point. The Pro markers, they're brilliant. You can buy them singly if you want to. Practically everywhere stocks them. Always used to get them in Hobbycraft, but this last big bundle I got was from Amazon because it was a heck of a lot cheaper. But yeah, you can buy them singly if you want to try them out, or in 6s and 12s. So As you can see when you're going where you've got that imaginary line at the top. Still colouring in like we were always taught. Go around the edge first and then into the middle. So, then we're going with that other colour. Just thought we'd take something quite nice and simple and relaxing to do today. Nothing too taxing. Such a busy time of year. Coming around the petals. I'm going to add in some metallic gel pen as well. So don't worry about going over those stamens or the little added dots. That will work out fine. Try not to hold my breath. Oh, lovely. Now, weirdly, I do like colouring snowmen, which you'd think is odd considering they're white. But they're really fun to colour. Okay, so there's my little palette again. Look, see where I'm going. Let's start with the lightest first. I always do the biggest things light and the smallest things dark. Not sure why. Love this particular flower. This is brilliant. And this again shows, like we did last time really, that those large A5 stamps can be used to in small elements, different little bits and pieces of them, to make something completely different. Turning the card as I go, makes it more comfortable when you're colouring. And I did this, stack this up, ready for the ink to dry properly. So we're not smearing it too much. Oh, somebody at the door. There we go.
Oh yeah, this is
And then we'll have, I think I'll break with tradition and go with this one. Follow the, oh, I coloured the other one. Yes, yes, Jane. Yeah, they're brilliant, aren't they?
You've used other pens in the past, haven't you?
I have. I used, can't remember what they're called now. Art, something. Brian's got now.
Even something like that, so
These.
you can't afford the pole markers.
I was using these for quite a while. They are Deco Time. That's the one. Deco Time twin markers. These are lovely. They're a lot cheaper to use, but I found them really easy to work with. They are affordable. I think they're quite readily available in places as well. I think I initially got those at the range. Okay, this colour here again, just basic colouring. Of course, as you all know, I'm a big fan of alcohol markers anyway, because they are just so easy to blend.
They've got shares in company.
So easy. But there are so many different brands out there. There's Copics, of course, which I've never tried myself. But they've got a good name.
Oh, Hoo is not that fun.
Oh, Hoo, yes. Yeah, you've been using those, haven't you? Just a bit. Darkest one and that one. I'm going to go over the whole lot here. Don't worry about that at all.
Wow.
10 gnomes.
Oh my god.
Gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's difficult to go wrong with alcohol markers, isn't it? It's instant colour. It's a nice bright clear colour. I should think the amount of colours and shades is possibly infinite. They blend beautifully. You can use one colour of pen and just add depth by going over it several times. So you don't have to use another colour, just the one. So the only drawback is the seeping underneath. There is actual paper you can use, which is specifically for alcohol markers. I haven't tried it yet, but I might have to do that to see what happens. Okay, so start on some little ones now. This is a pretty colour, very plummy. This one is aubergine. Wrong food, not plum, aubergine. Just going to colour the same designed flower, the same colour. Nope. And then I'm going to add this colour into the middle of this one, just for something different. You don't have to. This is great because you can pop your colours on top of each other as well. There we go. I put some more different colours on, I might as well, I think. Would be rude not to, wouldn't it? All the purple pens on. This is very true, Bev. That's what I always think. Sometimes with a CAS card, whatever you're working on, it goes straight onto your card blank. But I mean, you can always add it on a separate piece of card, can't you, and pop it on. There's always a way. The little ones coloured with the little heart-shaped petals. These are cute. Slate. A nice colour. I think this one I shall use silver gel pen. Yes, I do, Yvonne. I love colouring in. Very therapeutic. And someone that loves colour anyway, it's great. Okay, so go back to some of the lighter ones, just add these in. Add some final pops of colour. Make it to a small space, just use the very tip. Calling them all plum, and at last I find the actual one that is plum. Oh, we're nearly there. Doesn't take long at all. I've got them all. Yep. Bring our teal colours back in. And add our centres, pulls everything together. Doesn't matter where you put them, you colour them however you like.
Oh, you love colouring, don't you?
I do. I think I've got them all. Yep. So, my silver gel pen. I'm not sure where this is from. I've got a feeling I got it in Asda. You can pick up craft supplies everywhere. Just going to come in, do the little stamens, just another little touch. Nice wintry card. Oh, that's good to hear, Julie. You've had quite a manic time of it recently. These lovely little dots. Love this flower.
I'm playing with cute fairies, Julie, on fairy houses.
You need fairies.
Joe Shannon and know which ones I'm on about.
And then these little ones that go around the centre as well. Just a little dot inside of those. draws your eye into it. Go, and these ones here, don't leave those out, and the ones on here.
Oh. I love my doodling. That's only because of my doodling.
There we go. Ah, Gail, yes. Or if you've got a birthday coming up, or if you get some money for Christmas, might be an idea. Just waft that about a minute, let them dry.
You don't have to get a big set.
Pencils are great as well for, I find, for softer, and obviously the watercolour I love.
I find pencils underestimated. We don't use them enough.
And then all we need to do is stick these on. So the white card we've just stamped and coloured is 14 by 14, because I just want a really skinny frame around it. This is 14.3. You could go smaller. You could go larger.
There you go.
It's entirely up to you.
Joe uses pencils mostly.
No. And then of course both are great to combine. It's really nice to colour with your pens first and then add pencil over the top.
That's nice, isn't it? Good call, Michael.
Which we have covered, I believe. So this is a lovely wintry card for anyone who doesn't celebrate. Would also be nice in blues. Get that lined up as best as possible. Give me a bit of paper there. Safest way, don't smudge any of the work that we've done. There we go. So again, we've got our focal point, got our sentiment, and an ample amount of space, which needn't be white.
Beautiful.
Okay. So just about taking it back, keeping things simple as the name suggests, keeping it clean and minimalistic, so which is more difficult to say than you think.
Minimalistic.
Minimalistic. Okay, so that's those versions. So we'll bring these on. Not going to get them all on, am I? There we go. A few of these on as well. And that one like so. So that's our little introduction to CAS cards. Like I said, there will be a card swap coming up in January to kickstart everyone's crafty mojo. So I hope that's helped if the thought of it does scare you. So yeah, that will be it from me for this year, which always sounds weird, doesn't it?
Don't quite.
Back in the new year, raring and ready to go. Thank you everybody for all your company and support this year, as always, and I shall look forward to spending more time with you next year. You're all a great bunch of crafty peoples.
Amen to that.
Have a lovely time, whatever you're doing. Stay safe, take care. either keep warm or keep cool, depending which part of the world you're in. And yes, thank you for being with me here, and I shall see you next year. Happy Christmas, everybody. Bye.
Bye.